Hey everybody, I'm Glassberg, and this is my almost cheese-free way to grind a siege when you really don't have a shot at winning. This is Marcus Wolfhart and his band of buddies during the campaign, because after a long day of recording Total War multiplayer videos, I like to play some Total War campaign to relax. So let's zoom out and see what we're doing here. Right off the bat, I have a terrible army to fight this siege. I don't remember why I thought it was a good idea to do this. I am fighting Savage Orcs, which have no armor, but have a lot of physical resistance, which means they already have better stats than my infantry, and they're resisting a ton of the damage I'm doing to them. I have one source of magic damage in my whole army, which is the only thing that bypasses physical resist. That's this guy right here. Hertwig von Hall is going to have to put in a lot of work today, but let's pull back and see what my strategy is here. So what I need to do is blow up this tower, because that will let me have some room to maneuver and get up close to the walls. In retrospect, what I could have done is just moved a little out of the way. I don't really know why I thought I had to blow up this tower. If I had to do this battle again, ignore this tower, just run up to the safe zone right here, pop my cannon outside of its range, and then I can use that to hit some people in the wall. But I'm going to fast forward through blowing up the tower, because that's what I did when I was playing it. These guys are running around just to soak shots. Again, a little cheesy, but, you know, this is just lactose friendly, not necessarily lactose intolerant, like perfect. I don't even know what that means. But I have almost blown up that tower, and I can't really do much else till it goes down. All my guys are blobbed up here. I have some trash infantry. I have regular swordsmen. I have some spearmen with shields. I do have Roderick Langal. Don't know why I didn't have him up with the heroes. He might have just gotten lost. But even though his sword is burning, he does not have magic damage, so he will be no help against those orcs. But the tower is down. I'm now moving forward my archers, because I cannot win an infantry grind. Look at the balance of power. I'm outnumbered more than 2 to 1. They have almost all infantry that's just better than me. Let's look at their melee stats for just normal Savage Orcs. 36 melee attack, 16 defense, 44 weapon strength. They're all buffed up for some reason. And compare that to like my swordsmen. I mean, they have better melee defense, but almost half of the weapon damage, and they're going to be ignoring some percentage of that. Let's zoom in. They ignore 25% of all my damage. So not only do I deal less, they ignore a lot of it. But now I need to get rid of these archers, so I have my cannon moving in there. I do have outriders with grenade launchers. I am consistently blown away. I don't know why I'm zooming in on their butts. I'm consistently blown away, no pun intended, by how good the outriders with grenade launchers are. They just destroy blobbed up units. I don't want to use them yet. These are my pinch hitters. And these are, I wouldn't have bought the war wagon, I just had it because it was in my army when I started with it. What's going on over there? Oh, it's just like a bubbly swamp. Alright, back to the battle. They're not useful here. I mean, they have a ton of ammo. That's nice. 259 ammunition with 40 missile damage, but they're not useful until I get inside the wall, and I can't really contest the gates. I could use a cannon to blow a hole in the wall, but I don't want to open that up. I want to fight on the walls if possible. Just have my strategy here is to weaken up the orcs as much as I can with missile fire, and then contest the infantry fight a little bit at a time, relying mostly on these guys right here. What did Marcus just do? Oh, is he firing? That's why he was out of ammo and also exhausted the whole fight. I should have been doing that better. Anyways, I have my crossbowmen moving up, trying to hit those Savage Orc arrow boys. They still do have the physical resist, but they're taking a lot of damage. Let's fast forward. And yeah, that's... I don't really know how long this battle was. It was very long. But it was a lot of this. Just pick apart units a little bit at a time. I might end up clipping some of this out, because what I do, just have my crossbowmen move up, shoot at some guys, kill as many as I can. Meanwhile, my cannon back here is able... That's why I blew up the tower, because I want to be able to shoot down this line. Get beautiful connections like that one right there. My cannon has some number of kills right now. 104. Not too shabby. And because of the angle I'm firing at, if I shoot at this unit here, I might miss, and then hit someone behind it and just go down the line like that. Beautiful shot. They're all looking the wrong way. these blue snake biter tribe, I forget what they're called. I shouldn't have gone to war with them. I was already at war with like 3 or 4 other factions. Other ones kept declaring war on me. The Marcus Wolfheart campaign is pretty hard, but I bought the DLC and I never played it, so thought I should get in there. How are my archers doing? Those crossbowmen have 35 kills. That's just my first rank of them. I do have huntsmen, which are armor piercing and bonus versus large. Excuse me, only bonus versus large. I was looking at Marcus. But they are good for killing, say, orc boar boys. I have more Free Company militia, which they do a lot of missile damage. No magic damage though. So I don't know who's just screaming over there. They don't do magic damage, so they will be ignoring. The Savage Orcs ignore 25% of that. But in that case, it's probably better than, say, regular archers, which, oh, they do a little bit more damage. Okay. That's not terrible then, because none of the orcs have any armor at all. It's all physical resist, which means I need magic damage, but I don't have any. And I have this guy, who's one of the hero units. So I have a Bretonnian guy over here, who's pretty decent in a fight. I have Marcus Wolfheart, who was not meant to be in a fight, but against normal orcs, he could probably do okay. I have Hertwig, who again, he's going to have to put in some work. And I got Jorik, who actually does a ton of damage. I didn't really notice that. Popping over shots over there, this cool little dwarven mercenary. Probably be mad if you heard me call him little. Who has another gun on his back. I don't know if he ever uses it though. Let's just carries extra guns and a cool hammer. That's neat. Alright, so I'm chewing apart that front line pretty easily. Let's fast forward this. Up to 52, 55 kills over here. Not bad at all. I really like this this armor they have. Oh, now they're out of ammo. Or who is? No, Marcus is out of ammo. That was a mistake. I really should have saved him for later. Use him to focus down some lords. But you know, I've killed about 200 of them, which isn't bad considering I've lost no, just a handful. No, I haven't lost that many, but some of some of them were hurt going into it. So maybe that's what it was. Yeah, I don't think the swordsman took the damage during the battle. And okay, now my archers are moving up. I'm gonna have to cut this out. It was boring to play it. It's gonna be slightly more boring watching it again, and probably extra boring for you guys watching me watch a thing that I was kind of disinterested while doing. But I'm very slowly... Oh no, balance power went down again. Alright, I'll fast forward to when my troops hit the walls. You don't have to endure watching this. So these orc boar riders are some of the only units in the army that actually have armor. 25 armor, not great, but you know, will resist like archer fire. So my huntsmen are lobbing in shots over the walls. I have no idea how they can see that, but you know, they're pretty good shots. They've been doing well, but I am still not done. It's about 10 minutes so far of me just grinding this out. 48 kills on them, but a lot of those, yeah, those Savage Orc boys are done. These archers are almost out of ammo. I still have my Free Company militia, but I can technically have them down there and shooting up, but that's not the best way to use them. The best way is to wait for them to get on the wall and shoot down. So I'll skip ahead to that because I've just been watching this and fast forward for a while. With all of the orc archers dead and mine pretty much out of ammo, I brought in my outriders with grenade launchers to start lobbing in some shots. Let's follow this one. Looks like a very modern grenade, I think. I mean, I've never like seen a grenade in real life, but I do play Call of Duty, possibly too much. That's a pretty cool model. Let's see where it's gonna land. Oh, I should have started this slightly later. It's taken a while to get there. And alright, that's a good hit. And that one hit took out, ooh, a lot of them. That's why I love outriders with grenade launchers. But I probably shouldn't use all of their ammo here. Yeah, they're doing okay. Only one kill so far, but a lot of HP damage. Nice shots that are... Oh, I'm going inside. Oh, past Glassberg, you genius. Alright, fast forward again. After about 20 minutes of shooting at the defenders with my archers and my outriders, the infantry are moving up. Depleted as they are, the orcs, man for man, or mushroom creature for man, are still much better fighters than my guys. I love them, but they're not as good as an orc in combat. So I'm going to have to be a little sneaky here. My plan is to rely a lot on this guy with his magic damage. Are you just shooting at the wall? Okay, now you're trying. Anyways, my plan is to rely mostly on my heroes to grab this part of the wall and just hold it and fight in a tight choke point for as long as I can. I need them to stay near their leader for the, not only because the leaders are better fighters, but also to keep their morale up, because otherwise they will start to waver and break as the casualties stack up. The archers, the huntsmen, I can throw them into melee if I have to, but they stand no chance at all. That is last possible effort sort of thing, when I just need more bodies on the field. The huntsmen are firing the last of their ammunition in at, I'm guessing, orc boys? Orc boys? Alright, yeah, I'm doing some damage. I'm taking them down. Yeah, okay. That's not doing a ton, but these huntsmen have 72 kills. Archers, they're 73. 60 on the crossbowmen. 139 on the regular archers. Not too shabby. 186 on the outriders grenade launchers. My cannon crews dropped their cannon and ran over here just so they couldn't get attacked. I can send them in if I have to. I mean, they do have 14 melee attack, but 219 kills on them, so thank you very much for your service, fellas. Hope you don't get eaten by a mushroom. And now I'm taking the walls. Roderick's going up first, over here being a hero. He brought 5 ladders. That's how chivalrous he is. But no one else is using them. They're all just waiting their turn. The rest of the hero squad is just hanging out. 38 kills on Marcus. I don't think he has any. Oh, Hertwig has 8. Not bad. Yorick has 10. Did he use all his ammo? You used all your ammo. I should have put him off fire at will. What was I thinking? Oh well, he can still fight hand-to-hand. Who said that? You don't know how hot the wind's glowing. I don't have any wizards here. One of the many, many mistakes I made in this battle. Get up there, Yorick. With your cool hammer and useless guns now. Alright, I'm taking the walls. My swordsmen have 8 kills, but they are not trading effectively. Those savage orcs have 9. They are really beat up though, so they'll probably break first. And I have Roderick to boost their morale. Already 7 kills on him. He's doing pretty well. Yeah, those orcs, I mean, I'm going to kill these guys. But then I also have to kill these guys. And them. And them. And these guys over there. And that other war boss hiding in the trees. For some reason. What you doing over here, bud? Oh, yeah, you should be helping your friends. And let's see, more guys on pigs. More regular guys. Well, regular in giant air quotes. But they're out of archers, which is a big help to me, because it means if I can push them away. Alright, those war wagons are probably doing more friendly fire than the enemy fire. They haven't killed anything yet. But I do have more guys back here, ready to send them up. Here he is. Here's Marcus. He's taking the walls. I don't think he's really well dressed for like a jungle environment. He's got like a big fur collar on. Like, that's gotta be hot. But he's doing pretty well. Just laying into those orcs. Roderick over here, standing amongst the pile of dead that he added 8 to, so good job. Swordsmen have 20, that's not bad. These spearmen have none, but they don't really need anything yet. And now, Hertwig, I think, yeah, oh, perfect shot. Every shot gets a kill, I think. Where'd that one go? Yep, just popped him in the dome. Oh, he shot his head off. Hertwig, you hero. Another shot. Every shot's just 1 kill, but I mean, he has a lot of ammo. 37 kills isn't nothing. I'm sorry, 37, yeah, he had 37 shots, so 37 more kills isn't nothing, but I should be targeting, like, you know, this Night Goblin war boss who is very spooky. He has poison damage, he's tiny, so he hides well, which actually does matter when it comes to, like, missile fire. If he's behind his men, then I'll have a much harder time hitting him. Those savage orcs just running around, they don't know what to do. I'm confusing them so much as I take these walls, trying to open up some space for my Free Company militia to come in, wherever they are. Oh, I think I sent them on the wrong side. They have 2 kills now. You fools, you need to save your ammo. I should have told you to be not on fire at will. This is your fault for listening to the exact letter of my instructions and not the intent. I choose to blame everybody but myself in this situation. But the balance of power, I don't know if you remember what it looked like 20 minutes ago, but it was not in my favor. It was down like here. Now it's about half, so I'm doing okay. Even if I lose, I can be proud of that loss, which is what I'll tell the families of all these dead men who I sent to their deaths because I started 10 wars. Hertwig's doing okay. He's very tired. Just shooting running orcs is very tiring. Oh, another shot. Dropped him. Good job, bud. Where are you fighting? Oh, you're just hanging out. I might have to fast forward this again because there's just a huge choke point. But this is what I wanted. if they, I mean, I could get the surround off on them, but I'm still outnumbered. As many as I've killed, they still have 100 more men than I do. I have killed about half, which is insane. Imagine if I brought 2 cannons. But, oh, that's not good. I got a little pocket of guys here who are surrounded. But say I breached the gate and ran through that way. I'd just be fighting a choke point here where they could attack me from every possible direction. Or if I got on the walls and, oh, those poor spearmen, what are you doing? Oh no, baby, what you doing? Yeah, he just got clubbed to death. He should have stayed on the walls. Anyways, like I was going to say, those guys are a great example. If you get off the wall, there's too many. You have to minimize the fact that they outnumber us and they're better fighters. So this blob of men, mostly they're just here to keep the fighting, or keep the enemy off my men who can actually like get the job done. And they're all over here. They also, what's that effect? What does that mean? Oh, Guardian, okay. Yeah, so he's giving physical resist to all my heroes. I didn't even know that at the time. So that works out really well. Thank you, Roderick. You're a true hero. 69 kills on Marcus. Caught it in time. Nice. Oh, and then it's gone. Oh, it's still there. But okay, so they're not coming up on the wall here for some reason. And now my Free Company militia are where I want them to be. Firing down over the wall. Getting some shots in. Again, only 5 kills, but everyone I kill in ranged is one I don't have to try to bitterly grind out in a melee fight. Plus, they're just choosing to... Oh, that's why. These guys down here, these brave men, they knew the plan better than I did. I thought they all had to be on the wall, but because these poor spearmen are down here getting slaughtered... Oh, I thought he killed one, but he did not. Are they routing? Yeah, they're routing. But because they're all fighting down here, the orcs aren't going to the wall. They're trying to kill this easy target, and they're ignoring just getting shot in the faces from my Free Company. And Hertwig is still just doing his thing. He also has magic attacks in melee, which is going to be huge. That's the key to this whole fight, because I still have all of this to work through. I don't know where they're going. They're all just running around like chickens with their head cut off, or Empire spearmen with their head cut off, and they're still holding the gate. I have some cavalry out here. Maybe that's what they're worried about. Like maybe they think that I'm going to send these war wagons over to the gate. Those war wagons with 1 kill, you are useless. You are cool and you're in the trailer, and they look so cool, but they're pretty useless in a siege battle. I still have all these archers who I can throw in. The huntsmen I think are okay in melee. Yeah, 2024 with the weapons. Oh no, 2024. But yeah, the rest aren't great. Decent weapon strength really, but I don't know. There's nothing in an orc army they can fight and win. They just have to. Well, that's why they bring crossbows, but they didn't bring enough crossbow ammo. And right now it's just, okay, I'm secured here. I'm trying to... Oh no, Marcus, what are you doing? Get back. Oh, he's fine. Will you win? Is anyone else over here to help? Alright, Roderick coming up. Get it. Oh, good swing. Alright, I'm going to fast forward this for a bit. Because now I need to let my men rest. Because fatigue level in Total War actually matters a ton. I don't remember the exact stats, but it's like at exhausted versus fresh, it's like -30 to a bunch of different stuff. So it makes them basically useless. And now I'm getting off the walls. I'm engaging them on the ground because they're not coming after me. Marcus is so beat up. So, you know that thing I said like 2 seconds ago about why I'm fighting on the walls and not on the ground? Yeah, they weren't coming to me, so I had to get off the walls. But still, my Free Company militia up to 126 kills. I don't know how many battles they started or how many chevrons they had at the start of the battle, but they've earned 3, so I think a lot of that was here, because they are killing units they have no business killing right now. 134. Every volley is just more and more dead. Also a nice tip for all you campaign players out there. Oh, what was that? Hey, this is Glassberg while editing. What I was going to say here before I got too excited was that most lords have an ability in their skill tree that increases the amount of ammunition their units have. It's a great skill. You should get it as soon as you can. Back to the battle. Oh, I shot the amber bow. Alright, so that did a lot of damage to the enemy orc. And now my hero squad's ganging up on him. Roderick over here. Yes, well, I'll back up. They're doing a ton of damage down there. It's a beautiful sight. And I can still send those guys in just to hold the line or back up a flank. Like these guys, they're holding because they're just so much better in combat. But these spearmen and swordsmen together, we'll be able to chunk through that. Those guys aren't much of a threat to that blob. Those are still a threat to get a good charge off, but I have spears. This giant blob is still tough to deal with, especially because I have them surrounded now, and I do have my heroes, but they're just so much better, and more reinforcements pouring in. I couldn't even speak. I was so terrified. And there are the big uns with 53 weapon strength. How much of that's armor piercing? Only 15 of it's armor piercing. And a bonus versus large, which is all stuck outside, but that's still scary. Alright, I did manage to shatter one and rout another, but now here comes this charge. Have to get them, boys. Yeah, they're not doing great. Let's pull back again. So you can see I have this little blob here surrounded, but they're not breaking, and I just have more and more coming in. And I'm out of tricks. All I can do right now is just grind out a fight. Where's my war wagon? Oh, it's just running around being a nuisance. This is the only thing I have left with any ammo. And it's not bad, but I can't get inside. Because the only way to open the gate is either break it down, which I might be doing now just with like their hands. Nope, I guess they changed their mind. Is either break down the gate, but I already used all my cannon ammunition, or capture the gate, which if I'm at a point where I can capture the gate, I've already killed all this infantry and then I don't really need them anymore. So this thing's not terrible in a field battle. I mean, it's only 50 speed, which means light cav is faster than it. Most heavy cav is faster than it. You know, as I say it out loud, that thing's not even good in a field battle. I don't know when I would bring this. Maybe against dwarves? Because they don't have anything that's fast other than gyrocopters, but they have range units that would shred it. Yeah, don't ever bring a war wagon. The more I think about it, there's no reason to bring one. Alright, that Night Goblin war boss is routing. It's not shattered yet. I popped an accusation on it to make it weaker. Hurtwig, you hero. But yeah, I can't kill it. I don't have anything that can catch it. How many am I losing? I've already lost 400 men, give or take. They've lost 1,500. So, considering, you know, what I started with, I think I'm doing okay. Free Company militias coming down here to add their number to these spearmen and swordsmen. These buddy units from earlier in the battle are going to link up and just push in towards the capture point, try to draw some enemy forces away. If I capture it and I hold it for, I think, 2 minutes, it might be 200 seconds, I win the battle. But they're not going to let me do that. They're going to pull forces over to fight that. However, if they do pull forces over there to fight it, then great. That means I'm not fighting them all at once anymore. I can fight a little bit over there and a bit over here. Alright, they shattered off one unit. Perfect. And they have more coming in, but I don't think they're going to be able to do much. I mean, again, I'm going to lose a lot of men in a straight-up fight with those orcs, but I think these guys will be able to win it. And now I'm moving further out. Have I pulled in? Yes. I've pulled in my archers and my crossbowmen, just ready to throw some bodies into the fight, because I'm losing so much. The balance of power is dead even, which is better than where I started. But look, I have no sources of healing in this army. I have, my heroes are all beat up. Marcus Wolfheart down to 600 health. Roderick has 700. Those guys are routing. Hurtwig, who again is my only source of magic damage I have left, is out of ammo and has 1500 health. I don't even know where the dwarf went. Where'd that dwarf go? Where's Jotrick? Are you in there? Did you die? Oh, there he is. Alright, he has 1700. So Hero Squad's doing okay. But again, I don't know. It's just if one of them goes down, that's the battle. Okay, this is a real Hero Squad over here. This is whatever. Insert famous military unit. They are routing off those savage orcs beautifully. Okay, they're wavering. They're not routing yet. Oh no. Oh no, they're not routing. They're still coming. Gotta fight them. Oh man, that was a huge mistake. If I just turn around and fight, they'll rout, they'll run, then great. And now, alright, that Night Goblin did shatter, but there's still this war boss over here. Just this final boss hiding in the woods. What are you doing, bud? I mean, it is pretty over here. Kind of reminds me of my family's house up in Maine, with all these nice trees and a quiet little path, and a giant monster who screams. I had an interesting childhood. Alright, those swordsmen are exhausted. They need to rest. These guys, or sorry, those are very tired. These guys are exhausted. And my Free Company Militia is only very tired. But they've gotten some kills. Free Company Militia OP. And I am damaging the gate just with my Outriders with their little swords trying to chop that gate down. Anything. I don't know if there's enough time left in the battle. There's 18 minutes left before the timer runs out and I just automatically... I think I automatically lose if I'm the attacker and the timer runs out. I don't know if I have enough time to chop down the gate with my little knife, but I'll try. I have to do something. But now, what else is happening? That guy's still standing over there. I am pushing towards the capture point, and I've been engaged by savage orc boar boys. The mushrooms riding bacon, delicious. So scary that the texture glitched out. Or is that a swamp? Is that water, or is that just a lack of texture? I don't know. They're getting a lot of kills, though. My spearmen are my only shot over here against them. But a unit of spearmen with 1/3 health.
Lucas's head flew by me.
Oh my god, did you hear that? He said, by the comet, Lucas's head flew by me. I've just now realized that, maybe I'll put the little thing here, if I remember, that I am playing this, I'm doing the replay after the game already updated once. So I got the little warning triangle that there might be units, changed units that means I lose this battle, or I win this battle when I shouldn't, or a unit runs away when it shouldn't have. It's very confusing, but I'm about to capture the point. Oh, I'm so close. Blue Vipers, not the snake bites. What are the snake bites? They might be a tribe in 40k. Okay, I'm now, because I captured the point, countdown timer starts. It is 200 seconds, which I don't know if they'll be able to hold it that long. But now I get a faction-wide, for this battle, leadership buff, and they get a leadership, not so much a debuff as they no longer get that buff. Can I see it on their unit card? No. Okay, so it's not so much that they got anything reduced, but my bonus puts me above them now, if that makes sense. They're still fighting. My archers have been committed to melee. Look at that hero. You know, he hasn't done enough already in this fight. He had to also take out an orc with a knife. Biggins are going down. One just lost his head. That guy's... is he routing? Yeah, he saw that I'm too buff. My muscle men of the Empire are just too strong. And this has been a 45-minute long battle. Hence why I cut a lot of it out. Because it got boring. I'm just... oh my god, so many bodies. Those archers are doing okay in melee. Oh, never mind. My archers are honestly... they're here now because single entities do better when you surround them with chaff. Essentially. So, oh, there it is. Victory's in my grasp. Alright. I had no business winning that battle, but I somehow managed to pull it out. That orc boss hiding in the woods, oh, he started moving to the capture point to take it. Alright, if he had been committed earlier, I would have lost, because my heroes could not have fought it. Anyways, so, in summary, that's how you win a siege battle when you're incredibly outmatched with as little cheese as possible. Figure out what your army is good at, what are your strengths, and then play to them. I had an advantage in ranged combat. I also had a war wagon, which is terrible. But I had an advantage in ranged, so I used all of that. I had an advantage in that I had a lot of characters. They did too, because there were 3 armies I was fighting. The garrison plus 2 nearby armies. But I had 4 characters with me that are all pretty good in melee, so I had them all together, so they could buff each other up. I surrounded them with infantry, so enemy attacks will, some of them go into the infantry, some of them go into the character, make them a little more survivable. And then I just went on fast forward and grind that out for 45 minutes, 48 minutes, whatever it was. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this. Maybe you learned something. If you did, please like and subscribe. I'll see you all next time.